right, man, let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about modern women, especially I'm talking about black women. Let's keep it real. But a lot of other women fall into this category as well, not being raised to be wives. You know, and you really can tell by the language and they use. And most of these women, especially black women, are raised to be strong and independent. And I did a little video the other day talking about how you really can't change that mentality. You know what I'm saying? I did a video the other day talking about how you really can't change that mentality. Most of these guys say, well, these younger women, you know, they still could be molded. Well, if somebody raised in that mentality of, I don't need no man, I can do it on my own, I'm gonna get my degree, it's really hard. Now, the younger you catch them, the easier you can show them. But one of the biggest turnoffs for me, bro, is when a woman say, well, I don't need no man, I can do it on my own. And I done had women like lay it out up front. Like I said before, if y'all just, you know, be cool and don't judge, and sometimes by your facial expression you can judge. You gotta work on being stoic. Where can't nobody tell, like, you know, can't nobody tell kind of where you sit on, you know, they tell you something and you just like, you know, you keep the same face. You know, I had women tell me that they don't enjoy being mothers. They told me some real personal things. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, cool. That's secret safe with me. I ain't gonna say, oh, that bitch over there don't want to be a mother. And you know, hey, it is what it is. It's just things that you already kind of figure in your mind, what you just confirm. But a lot of these women are raised to be strong and independent and don't need no man. And even some men, and you know, will train women to do things on their own where they don't have to depend on the man. That is true. A father will have his daughter learn how to cut the grass, take the trash out, change her tire. Just things though. You know, if she get into a bind, which I don't mind that. Essential things, how to change her oil, how to change her tire, how to take the trash out, you know, how to set mouse traps and all that stuff, or how to change out bathroom fan, or just basically, yeah, absolutely. You know, absolutely, I have no issue with that. But once you start, you know, putting into their mind, you don't need no man, have your own money, get your degree, you can't depend on a man for this. And I told y'all in that Monique video I posted on TikTok and in the shorts, I did a video on it on the channel. I told y'all, Monique said these women condition us, older women condition us not to like and hate black men. She said that shit. You know, a lot of women, they not going to admit the truth on the internet. They're not going to admit the truth on the internet. Not that truth. They're not going to admit that. So a lot of these women was raised not to need a man, don't need him. We really the enemy for a lot of women. A lot of men, why they so attracted to Pookie and Ray Ray and all that, because it's just, we just looked at it as sex toys and sex fetishes. That's how we looked at it. And they say the same thing. Well, white women only use off of sex fetishes and sex toys, and they say that shit, but they look at us the same way. They look at us the same exact motherfucking way. You know? And that's just the honest truth. Because the only thing they need us for is their sexual urges a lot of the time. That's a name on it. Well, I don't need no man, but then again, you getting child support. You getting daddy government. Government is paying you and all that stuff, or whatever the situation may be. But you know, that's another situation for another day. But I don't even know where I left off. I had to go to the grocery. I had to go into the gas station. But yeah, like I said, most of these women, they tell these women to get your own, don't depend on these niggas and all that type stuff. So really, you can't make these women into wives. And they talk about, if you as a man know that you ain't gonna be faithful, you don't need to be married, and everybody is not built for marriage. But a lot of people like to make that just synonymous with men, like infidelity with men, or men not being mature enough to be married. A lot of women cheat. I've known testimonies. I've been in. I can testify from personal experience on both sides of the coin. Most women hate monogamy more than men. You know what? That's probably gonna be another video going up. Most women hate monogamy more than men do. You know, and just like a lot of people didn't believe it, or a lot of women like sex more than guys do. They more into sex, but You know, a lot of these women got a lot of pride today where they don't want to admit, they just lie. They just fucking liars. When God made women, he made sure he put a big amount of lying with their ass. But nonetheless, but you can't take a woman that's been groomed to be strong and independent and make them wives. And I'm not saying men don't lie neither. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You can't make, you know, something that's been raised to be strong and independent into wives. I mean, you know, you see every now and again that, you know, over in Saudi Arabia and these different countries, that they will, you know, basically, you know, turn a wild animal into a domesticated animal. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe a cat, a puma. You see them niggas walk around with lions and tigers and shit. Yeah, every now and again you get you get a different type of case of that. But for the most part of it, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You can't really do it, bro. The average person can't do it. Every woman ain't built to be a wife, and every man ain't built to be a husband. But the Pacific ones that's been raised usually by single mothers without a father in the house, they don't, y'all be trying to break them and try to, you can't break them into being a wife. You can say, well, she's so submissive. You know, the whole goal of a woman is to get you to fall for her because she knows you're not gonna leave her. And a lot of times you don't even see it coming when she about to leave you. And this is why, you know, they talking about 80% of divorces are initiated by women. I think that number might be even higher. But also, just talking about relationships in general, most guys don't leave a relationship. That's one of the most embarrassing things for a woman is for when a guy leave their ass. And everybody know it. So, it's very embarrassing. Because everybody know it takes a lot for a guy to leave. So, a lot of these modern guys, these brothers out here, man, a lot of these niggas is suffering. I know there's in relationships that's suffering. You know, oh, she don't do this and she don't do that and this, that, and the third. And then, you know, before you know it, she done left that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like, dog, if she ain't doing something, man, I don't know why niggas be so scared to leave. I know niggas with money that was scared to leave. And I don't get it. And I understand you got a kid involved in all that shit. These women don't care. They'll leave a whole family for a nigga they think is the next best possibility. What about the woman? I always bring this story up. The woman that lost all the weight and she admitted she started getting attention from another guy. And she basically started cheating on her husband. She said she was ready to leave her whole family, her kids, her husband, and just see them on the weekend for some dick. Like I said, you know, if a woman said, oh, you cheating on me, or she caught you cheating when she can't catch a grown man doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some people say it don't even count if y'all ain't married, right? Don't apologize, because I guarantee you the modern woman that cheated on you first. You be like, well, how she find time to cheat? Girls' night out, I'm going to the grocery store, or we went out for drinks, we stopped at the liquor store. And niggas just out naive. You be thinking, oh, ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with her. Or, man, niggas is thirsty. Niggas is thirsty. That's why I say, man, if you want in a relationship, and I don't ever see me getting in another serious one, honestly. But if you is gonna get in a relationship, bro, get you with somebody you are physically attracted to. First and foremost, get you somebody that you physically attracted to. Don't think if you shoot low, I've done that before, that, oh, they better. No, them bitches just as terrible. Because all these niggas out here today is shooting for low-hanging fruit. Get you somebody that you physically attracted to, that y'all have a good time together, and y'all click. Anybody else than that, bro, where it's just the sex good, or she can cook, or she just come over and I tell her to come over, man, I mean, that's cool. If you got a girl that's loyal to you like that, you know, that's attracted to you like that, that's constantly like with you like that, like cool. I mean, you know, you know, you could treat her any type of way and she's still gonna be there. Cool. If that's what you like, cool. At least you know the loyalty is there. You feel me? But get you somebody that's, man, my rule of thumb is she gotta be more into me than I'm into her. And I ain't talking about this. Like, it gotta be at least like this, you know, in that range, you know what I'm saying? And that's just real spiel. you know. But these women that's raised this way, bro, that's brought up this way and all that shit, man, and they, you notice all none of their sisters married and no shit like that. And I've talked to girls where, you know, they've been married and all their sisters is married. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had their mom and their daddy in their household. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, those the kind of ones, like, you know, or raised by their daddy or something like that or something like this. But for the most part, you know, I can do it on my own. I don't need you. You nigga fuck, you know, when you hear them words, man, that's just instant turn off. Testosterone levels drop. We went from hard to being soft. Like, I'm good. But one of the best feelings in the world is when they come back, when they say they don't need you and they come back and they ain't gonna never apologize, but then they gonna say, can you do this for me or this, that? Nah. You know, that's the best feeling in the world. They swear to God they don't need men. That's one of the worst type of women you can literally take serious. I don't need no man. I got a man. This, that, and the third. Woo, 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 woo. And you'll get that from a bunch of women. Section 8, you know, Section 8 women. Women that got bread. Women that's broke. All that. Nobody want to talk. Nobody want to take that serious. And if you that type of woman, no nigga, man, any guy that you really want, they're not going to take you serious. And that's just being real. They're not going to take you serious. And that is what it is. You know, that's just really honest. And then you had a woman that been without a man for so long. And then the dude, you know, come to her, he good, and you know, you'll think she done learned her lesson, she done quote unquote healed and shit like that. And then but you gotta understand, they gonna get comfortable and revert back to what they know most of the time. Real talk. They gonna revert back to that independent, I don't need no nigga and all that type stuff, bro. You can't really change them, bro. And that's why you see dudes, you know, say I take a chick from McDonald's and I show her, you know, before I take a business or a rich girl or a chick that got her stuff together. Niggas like, oh, niggas always going for broke girls, because they can mold them. They say you training, you're you know, grooming, showing her, you chose to train a woman or get her in a routine to do things that you need her to do to be your wife. She's auditioning for a ring. Niggas is auditioning for pussy. That's it. And the dudes that usually get the ass on the first encounter or early in the process are the ones that's usually direct and honest. It's the honest truth. They tell women up front, because women know when you approach them, you DM them, you cold approach them in public and all that stuff. They know the attraction is sexual. They know it. So you being direct, like, you know what I'm saying? You fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I want to do some things to you up front, but I want to get to know you first. You see, she gonna laugh. Like, come on. But that stronger independent shit, that shit damn near impossible to change, bro. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Peace.